Hello YouTube. So now I want to show you my finger. This is my tapping machine. It uses a cordless drill. In this case it's a Parkside. That's very common here in Europe, and without doing any more advertisement, you can see I'm using drill bits. I also have a small screwdriver. This one's actually I'm using to screw in the 3 screws on the bottom of the Max screw, which is currently on Indiegogo. Not this, the Max screw. And I have a whole bunch of other stuff like this handheld cordless angle grinder, and they all use these 20-volt batteries. So now, without further ado and doing it too long, I needed a way to parallel drill and tap, and I built this out of my favorite aluminum profiles, as you might know. And I used bearing blocks and whatnot, and I have 2 gas dampers, gas springs, to counterweight the weight of this. And I used, let me show you, where can I, oh sorry, I never made a video on this angle. These are the parts that I used, that I tried, which one worked best, which one have less play, and anyway, that's what I ended up with, and I'm pretty happy with it. I have it for quite some time now, but never got around to make the video. This is actually also out of profiles, the drill, bench drill table. And anyway, as I said, I need to tap this. I have always come back and see if I remember. Tap this with a 1/4 inch tap. I have to drill it out for 5 millimeters. And I don't know if you can see me or not, but anyway, here it goes. It has a cordless, toolless chuck. It's so sensitive, and my table is a little crooked, that's why it's always going that way. So actually it doesn't matter which hole I'll tap. Let's do this. This is also less ideal, but it will work. And I have this nice perfume bottle. Smells like perfume, even though there's WD-40 in it that I use for fluid to tap. I'm not spraying it, it will go everywhere. That's why I wanted a thing like that. I just dip the tip, and then where am I? I have to do it the correct way. That's it. And this has, I think, 60 Newton or 80 Newton torque, which is absolutely enough. Again, I just dip this in here. I thought that I have to put it lower. Like that. And then I can just I don't use for shaving, I use to shave off the bits, pieces. That should be actually enough. And now I can had it already on the console. And now this little guy will tap or mount on here. As easy as that, without having to do any crazy stuff. And then I can just tighten it down securely. And this is it. Well, I did move a little bit since I'm picky. I'm sorry. I'm looking at it and not noticing that I'm not in the viewfinder. And this is it. And this will mount on here, and then I show you the result. Let me pause the video because now the pins on here push down the plastic and I need to cut it up. So I stop or pause the video. Oh, actually it did go in there, but not quite. Okay, and now you can see it done on my desk. Show you. I will have to take this off because this, which was essentially the same thing as here, this Picatinny mount, on this one the front is very slim and it slides. This part is lower than on that, so I had to unhinge the bracket so it sits on there, so it will fit on there. So since I'm not using this anyway, I will take that off. And now I have this free, which I thought I need another one, but I will use this aluminum bracket. And this is actually an opening that I have in my car next to my shifter, and I will use, where's that part? I will mount this in here and then screw through the bottom so it's secure. This will go on here, and then I will mount this onto here, and I have to find if I'm be able to do this directly or if I need another one of those, because on that one I can adjust the angle, turn it and adjust the angle. I think this will not, because I cannot turn this, so it will be only able to tilt forward or back. and well, my niece would be able to see the U-console screen, but not me, so I will get another one and use this somewhere else. I'm sure I will find a way. Anyway, now as you can see, it does sit further forward. I moved it from this hole to this hole that I had. I have to adjust that. And now if I have it on my desk, instead of seeing this aluminum there, the profile edge, I can have it like that. And then I can just use it. Didn't use a couple days, probably. Okay, there you go. I have the mouse cursor. Ah! Adam, did you hide my finger? Here is the mouse cursor. I can hardly see it on my phone, but it's right there. And I think this is now a nice small desktop setup. The trackball is really hardly usable on mine. It's very difficult. And but with the trackpad I can just obviously very easily use it. And on my next video we are trying this RTL radio module, only plugged in for now, and then we build it into the U-console. And I really do like it. Nice setup for my desk, and I'm thinking I have 3 monitors. I turn this always off because it's TV, and I don't know, I don't want to get in trouble with how you call it, Urheberrecht, copyright problems, so that's why I turn it off. And I will attach actually the U-console's second monitor output to that monitor slash TV, and then I have 3 monitors, and use this guy like that at home. And as I said, I will use it in the car as well, and with navigation and Mesh-tastic and whatnot, and radio maybe probably in the car, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. So I put all the videos together. By now you might have noticed that, and upload it, and I'll see you in the next one. If you're interested, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you won't miss any videos. Just that I see the view meter here. I bought that many years ago, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, and still working. And amazing. Sometimes when you buy something even cheap, paid like $8 or $9 for it, it just keeps working. Anyway, thanks for watching and take care everybody.